there. All right, so let me just share the screen real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Now, the book that we're going through, for those of you guys just now joining, the book that we're going to be going through is all right. So the book that we're going to be going through on today is going to be called the this is the Goetia. These illustrated Goetia. All right, this is the book that you guys are going to be able to find this information on. Now, there's a bunch of different information on this. Sexual invocations that he has as well. Some of these invocations that there are in here. We're not going to go over everything. I don't even know if we can go over everything on YouTube and everything, but I do want to go over a couple things over here first, okay? So, when we're talking, when you see something like, this is right here, the first preliminary invocation. So we have basically the lesser balancing ritual of the pentagram, okay? But it's just different incantations. So a lot of people don't realize what Yod Hey Vav Hey is, okay? Or what's known as the Elohim. You see this here, the Elohim, right? A lot of people don't realize what the Elohim is. The Elohim, or El is the elements, okay? The elements, all right? That's what El is. When it talks about the supreme God and the blah, 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 and now there's this supreme God, that's Elohim, El Shaddai, El blah, blah, Elo blah, that's the elements, okay? A water, air, fire, earth, and spirit, the 5-point star, the pentagram, right? Okay, that 5-point star, that's what Yahuwah, Elohim, all this type of shit, that's all it is. And so that's why you have your 4 archangels, which are the 4 elements. Raphael, which is air, Gabriel, which is water, Michael, which is fire, and Oriel, which is earth, right? Okay, so before we would do these workings, we would do the lesser balancing ritual or the pentagram, calling upon the elements to assist us in the workings that we're doing. Okay, and then after we did this right here, the lesser balancing ritual or the pentagram, then we move on down to working with the spirits. All right. So now, for those of you guys who just now hopping in here, I spoke on it a little bit earlier, but I told you guys that first thing you want to do is connect with this energy right here, this extraterrestrial energy known as Lucifuge Rofakal. Okay. Now, Lucifuge Rofakal is a very powerful deed that we're going to talk about once again. I want you guys to hit that like, follow, share, but let me get them hearts going up. Let's see them hearts going up. Let me see them shares going up. Hit the like, the follow, and the share button. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. As we get some of that going right there, we'll be able to keep it moving. But let's see them likes, share, follow the page. If you guys haven't followed the page, this is definitely going to be worth it. This right here is going to be a game changer for you, because this is how you work with your individual zodiacs. And then guess what? You can mismatch with zodiacs that match your zodiac. These energies are here to help, not here to hinder, not here to block or anything like that, but strictly here for good purpose and to help. Okay. All right. So let's see now. If I don't see no shares on TikTok, you guys will be cut off when we're in the live. Y'all better share the video. Like I said, hit that like, follow, share, or then we will cut off the live, you guys. Real shit. Only ones who is excused is YouTube. That's because YouTube be holding it down. I want to see them shares up. Get them shares up. Get them shares up. I see you following. Good job following. I see you guys following. I see you following. You guys get the shares up. I want to see them shares going up. I need to see that number go up on the shares. If I don't see that shit, we can't even do this shit proper, man. I'm giving y'all sacred knowledge, okay? What I'm giving you is about to change your fucking life. I want to see them fucking shares going up, I want to see them goddamn Zodiac signs dropping. I want to see some shit before I even give this knowledge. Before I give anybody this shit, because we're just end it and we're doing it on the other profiles. We'll cut you guys off. Real shit. Here we go. Yeah, Tatiana. These folk in shape over here on TikTok. These motherfuckers in shape over here on TikTok. Tatiana, you might want to go back to Instagram because I might end the TikTok. These motherfuckers over here don't know how to listen, so we're just going to end the TikTok. Hey, for those of you guys who's on here or whatnot, who hit that share button, you guys might want to go to my Instagram or go to one of the other pages or something like that. As a matter of fact, Tatiana, I want you to run this for me real quick. Can you run this shit for me while we do this shit? Because we were already in here while we were doing some of the other ones. So can you almost like kind of moderate this bitch for me while I get everything caught up? You know, just tell people to share the live, everything like that or whatnot. Tatiana, tell people to share the live, all that moderator type shit. Can you do that for me over on TikTok? Perfect. All right, now let's go ahead and just need to get my shit in order. All right. What are demons? How do you speak to them? Where are they at? Remember, I asked you guys earlier, I asked a question. I said, why do you say a mantra 144 times? What's 144 divided by 2? And then everybody said 72, 72, 72. Okay, there are 72 Goetia or daemons, and there are 72 angelics. And the Shimham Farash, which is another book that we'll go through at a later time. But there are 72 of these, 72 of those. These make 144. Okay. To connect to the spiritual realm, you need to say it 144 times. You need to say the mantra at least 144 times. That enters you into the spiritual realm or into your subconscious. Your subconscious is the spirit realm. When you're going into a lucid dream, you're in your subconscious. That when you're dreaming, you're in a new world, a whole different world, different reality. That's your subconscious. So when you're trying to manifest things to change in this world, you have to go to what? Your subconscious. These things live in your subconscious. So when you're trying to connect to these spirits, you have to connect to your subconscious. Okay? That makes sense for everybody. All right, so now let's read this over here. We got hour of the day, nights may differ from dawnings of day to sunrise or from 4 o'clock, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't think that has anything to do with this right here. We got Lucifuge Rofakal, Prime Minister of Hell, based upon the 17th century illustration and the original Grand Grimoire. Okay, 17th century. You know, in the 17th century, they did not have fucking things like Google. Okay, so they couldn't see that all this information was taken from other shit, and they couldn't find that. Didn't know about the Anunnaki and be able to see that hell isn't a real place and everything. So they're going to use some ancient or old terminologies in here. You know what I mean? Like heaven and hell and things like that. That's not real. Okay. The spirits don't exist. And what hell would be your root chakra. Okay. So if you want to go from that point of view, yeah, I guess that hell is a place. Your root chakra, though. All right. All right. So now, Lucifuge Rofakal is who we're going to communicate with for us to be able to talk to all these other spirits. He, in a sense, is like Elegua. You know what I mean? That door opener. But he has to do with petitions. You see in his hand this contract. You know, you make a deal with him. Then once you got a deal with him, then now you're able to work with everybody else. Okay. You know, and sometimes you'll find that you didn't even get to meet him till later on after you already met one of these other spirits. because they align with your zodiac, like we're going to look at here today. So let's say that you're in Aries, okay? You're in Aries. You got spirits Bel, you got Agaris, you got Vasago, you got no, that's it. Okay, then we go over into Taurus. Okay, so each sign is going to have 3 different zodiac signs for the day. Okay, so these are the day energies. All right, and then you have 3 for night as well. All right, so what do these do? So this spirit will make you invisible, right? We talked about this a little earlier in the live, how this spirit can make one invisible. Now, the invisibility that it's doing is not like your body's turning invisible, all right? This invisibility that's talking about is making you invisible to a situation. We give the illustration, if you were cheating on somebody and you didn't want them to find out, you need to use Bel. If you're doing illegal activities and you're driving around, you don't want the police to get you, you need to use Bel. If you're in some type of situation where you've got to stay low key, you don't want people to know, then you need to use Bel. Bel will hide you and will keep you hidden and the things that you want hidden from the world. Okay, very good at that right there, to keep you invisible. But Bel also, like I said earlier, he can make you pregnant, he can give you money, he can do a lot of things. Bel is a very primordial and powerful energy. Bel would be Osiris. Now, I've had other people try to say orange is Bel, but no, Bel, or orange is Osiris, but no, Bel would be Osiris, and Astaroth would be Isis. Okay, when we look at the Egyptian system, so this is a very powerful deity that can help you in a lot of ways. All right, but if, like I said, if you're dealing with any laws or something like that, he'll make you invisible. Now, going to our next one, we have Agaris. Now, Agaris, his gifts that he has the power to teach all languages. So let's say that you are an Aquarius, or you're not an Aquarius. So you don't have the gift of learning languages all extra easy like a lot of Aquariuses do. Okay, let's say that you actually have to do things a little bit the harder way. Well, what I would suggest for you is connecting with Agaris, okay, because he will help you to be able to learn these languages extremely easily. Working with him is going to make you be able to learn these languages extremely easily. It says, because he teaches all languages and tongues. It says that not only does he do that, but he has the power to destroy dignities, both spiritual and temporal. All right, so both spiritual, things that last forever, and both that are temporary, or things that's in the physical realm that aren't going to last forever. You know what I mean? So he has the power to destroy dignities. Let's say you have a boss who's been treating you unfairly, been doing you dirty, been doing you wrong. You can call on this spirit to say that this dignity or this power above me has been doing this wrong or doing that. Let's say that you're in politics in your local community and you've got somebody who is bad in government. You can use this spirit to pull those strongholds down out with the government as well. This spirit can cause earthquakes. So that means that he can break a foundation. Things that are supposed to be set in stone, things that seem like they're so locked in, he can break that foundation, allowing for the change to come about that you're trying to manifest. Okay, he was one of the virtues. He governs 31 legions of spirits. Now, how many spirits is one legion? One legion is 10,000. He governs 31 legions. Okay, so this spirit right here has a lot of spirits underneath his belt and a lot that he can offer you when it comes to it. Now, when it says that he's of the virtue, he's of the order of virtues, that's saying that he's a celestial. So this is an angel, which you guys would call a angelic. Okay. Now, how do we contact these spirits? Let's say I want to work with him. You're going to contact him through this right here. Look at this. So you see that he's 10 through 20 degrees Aries, and he's daytime. So that means when it's 10 to 20 degrees Aries in the day, then you can contact him at that time, or you can just call him during the hour of Mars. Okay, because he's an Aries, or you can contact him during the hour of Venus, because his planet is Venus. All right, so now the most powerful dates to work with him is going to be March 31st through April 10th. All right, then you got tarot card. What's this tarot card? This tarot card is the 3 of Wands. His planet is Venus, and his metal is copper. Okay, so all this stuff right here is how you're going to summon him. Saying his mantra along with staring into his sigil. Is how you get into that subconscious mind to conjure his energy. And then once you start conjuring his energy, if you've already been meditating, like you guys all should be, and you guys already have your psychic abilities open where you can talk to spirits and hear when spirits talk back. And here's, if you guys can anybody do that in the live right now? Can anybody do that? So if you can, drop a 36 in the live. Can anybody hear spirits? If you can't, then that's fine too. Tell me so that way I can show you how. I can teach you how, because it's way easier than people think. A lot of people, they can hear spirits. They just don't know that they can hear spirits. You know what I mean? But a lot of people can hear spirits, okay? So if you don't know how to hear spirits, just let us know so that way we can. I see some 36. I see some 36s dropping in the comments. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, yes, indeed. All right. So yeah. So a few of you guys know how to talk to spirits. Anybody in here don't know how to talk to them or how to hear them? Anybody in here don't know how to hear them? All right. I see you guys. I see you. All right. So check this out. Here's how you're able to hear spirits. Spirits they're not like going to come to you and talk like how I'm talking. They're not going to speak to you like this. You're not going to be sitting down in meditation and then you hear, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, hey, it's me, Lucifer. What you up to? That's not what's going to happen. You know what I mean? No. Instead, what's going to happen is you're going to have this thought. It's a thought. This thought that comes into your head is the voice of the spirit. This is why it's powerful to meditate, because you learn how to recognize your thought from the voice of the spirit. Now, this thought, you might say, man, maybe I should do this today. And then the thought just is in your head. Nah, we need to go down there and do this instead. But it's almost like it's not your voice. Because when you're talking to yourself, it's like you're not talking to yourself, but you are, in a sense, talking to yourself, but it's a different voice. And with some of these, it will describe how the voice will sound in your head. Sometimes the voice will have more of like a hoarsely type of sounding. Sometimes it has more of a high pitched sounding, but it's going to be a thought, but the thought isn't your own thought. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people say that makes sense. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's like I said, a lot of y'all can already do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that there's a lot of things aren't telling us what we're doing. A lot of books don't actually sit down and explain. They just say, use your psychic abilities. They don't actually explain what it is in detail. It's not that you hear a voice, but it's that you hear a thought that's not your own thought, okay? And that's how you'll be able to speak to them. So you can practice that as well. You know what I'm saying? Start to practice that by just talking to a spirit, asking it what it wants for like an offering for you to give to it. And then just go off of what you hear the spirit say. If you hear that spirit say to you, give me wine and dark chocolate and masturbate to my sigil, if you hear the spirit say that in your head, and say, I know that this is what I heard, but I'm not sure, then try it. Try it. After you try it and you see you got results, guess what? You realize that you just talked to an entity, something that is not of this world. You just spoke to that entity and it spoke back and it told you what to do. You did it. And guess what happened? You got results. Congratulations. You see what I mean? So you guys just try that right there with some of these spirits and you're going to find you'll get some great results. Let's move on down. So we got the next one is going to be in Aries, or the last one in Aries is going to be Visago. Now, Visago, it says that his office is to declare things past, present, and to come. Hold on, before we move on to this one, someone said, can he ruin and destroy the reputation of, let's say, an organization? Yes. So let's say like now with organizations, I will say this right here. Have you ever seen something like CERN, where they have the big statue of Kali? A lot of these organizations are already doing this witchcraft. Okay, so if the organization does not have any witchcraft in order and in play, then yeah, you can definitely attack it. But if you're trying to attack something like Starbucks is doing witchcraft. Walmart is doing witchcraft. Amazon is doing witchcraft. All these things, they all meet together. All these people are doing witchcraft over their businesses. What is a logo? Let me ask you guys this: what is a logo? A logo is a symbol of what? Of the name of what? The entity or the business, right? So you're already working with the business. What do they call your business? Your business is called what? Your entity, right? You have to draw the sigil for your entity. They're doing business is just witchcraft, okay? You know, in this world, we do witchcraft on a daily basis. We just don't know it because they word things differently, you know? And when you start to actually do witchcraft, you start learning that this world is ran through fucking magic. This world is real life, real deal, ran with magic, okay? You know, and the more that you know, the more that you see it. All right, so so this spirit right here. So yes, you can take out organizations. I've taken down businesses, bars. I remember there was a bar that I got into with this person there, this worker there, or whatnot. His brother-in-law owned the bar and everything, and we and him got into it to the point about to throw fists and shit. And then when I was about to knock his ass out, he started screaming and like a little bitch. And then I told him, "Fuck you, I'm out this month." So I left. I just cursed the place, and the ice machine caught on fire. Check that out. The ice machine caught on fire and burned down the business. Okay, so the owner who actually owns the place, it's not bad for him because I guarantee you had insurance, but for the guy who was working there, it's bad for him though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can definitely you can tear the fuck up out of that shit. But you know, if you wanted to like destroy a business, I would add something like him with the pinnacles of Saturn. Okay, the pinnacles of Saturn are very good for if you're wanting to destroy like a business, a corporation, or an organization. You know, I would use something like that. All right, let's go to the next one that we got over here. So we got this spirit right here. This spirit is of a good nature, and his office is to declare the things past, present, and to come. And he discovers all things hidden or lost. So this spirit can discover the past, the present, and the future, meaning that he'll be good with tarot cards. If you look right here, it looks like a crystal ball. So this is a good familiar that will help you if you guys are doing some type of necromancy, some type of workings like that, where you're looking beyond in the beyond. This spirit can definitely be a great familiar to give you that information. Now we going down to Samigina, where he's a lunar spirit. It says that this spirit right here, it says he teaches all liberal sciences and he gives accounts of dead souls and sin. He governs 30 legions of spirits. So this nigga right here, okay. So this spirit right here, he gives accounts to the dead souls. All right. So let's say that there is who are in sin. So let's say you're wanting to connect with a famous rapper who died. You know, you would want to connect with this spirit because this spirit would be able to connect you to that one. You'll be able to conjure that person's soul so that way you can talk to them for whatever you need, whatever you're trying to make happen. I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to play jazz. So that's why I'm hitting up BB King or whatever the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives accounts for those souls. So you can definitely connect with them through that. Marbas. All right, now Marbas has to do with Taurus. We got over here, now Marbas is great for if you're dealing with any sort of diseases. Now I give a lot of honor and esteem to Marbas because Marbas has the spirit that helped me out, okay? On a daily fucking basis, bro. You know, with like my spells for healing, y'all don't understand how many times like I've used this mug to heal myself. I'll start feeling like I'm getting sick. I'll start feeling like, man, you know, my throat's hurting, something like that. And I'll just play his incantation. And by the time the morning time comes, I'm brand new. I feel great. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is with working with Marbas. Marbas is one of those spirits who can remove any sort of sickness. You know, I have clients now. I've removed HIV for my clients. I've removed pneumonia for my clients. I've removed corona for my clients. I had a client who had corona and pneumonia on their deathbed. You know, I just did a post the other day of us getting somebody out the ICU. They were about to die. We got them back healed. They're over here talking and everything. The doctor said they don't know how it happened so fast, but we do. through the power of Marbas. If you're ever sick, if you're ever in need, if you have something wrong with your body, if you're messed up and you're caught of some type of sexual disease, Marbas is who you can call on. He will remove this sickness from your body, and it's like you can connect with him. You don't have to feel like, look, message, listen to them horns going off. You hear all them horns going off? So it's trust somebody, it's a message. You know what I'm saying? So Marbas can open that doorway for you to remove whatever sickness, whatever virus, whatever disease that you're dealing with. Because as it says right here, it says he answers truthful concerning things hidden or in secret. So he can give you hidden knowledge. He can give you the hidden things that can help you out. He can cause diseases and cures them. Okay, so that means that you can use him in hexes. So let's say that somebody has did some fuck shit and you want to get some hex work done, you can hex that person to get a disease to fuck their life up. You know what I mean? At the same exact time, you can heal that person through, because he can cure diseases. So let's say you caught some type of disease, he can cure that for you. He gives great wisdom and knowledge in mechanical arts, and can teach and can change men into other shapes. You know what I'm saying? So he can fix your ED, erectile dysfunction. He can fix, if you're very dry, you can't seem to get wet for your partner. He can fix all these things right here. But not only that, let's say that you're wanting to gain weight and you can't seem to gain weight. He can help you to gain weight. Let's say that you're overweight and you're wanting to lose weight. He can help you to lose weight to get the body that you're wanting. He changes the shape of man. Okay, so he can change your shape, change your weight. All right, get your weight in check. So this is a very powerful spirit. He's 36 legions when working with him. So if you're wanting to work with him, I would definitely do that. His tarot card is the 6 of Pentacles. His planet is Mercury. His metal is Mercury. The best days to work with him are May 1st through May 10th. Love you, Marbas. We'll give a lot of honor and esteem to Marbas, y'all. So let's see now. Coming up next, we got Valfor. Now, Valfor is an ass, okay? You can just see it right here. His sigils are ass. The picture of the guy is an ass or whatnot. A lion's body with the ass's head. Why they do him like that? Because this spirit right here is a great spirit. He's a great familiar. He'll help you get money. He'll help you get things very easy, very quickly. He can do that for you. The only thing about this spirit is that he's not the most ethical spirit. You know what I mean? He's not the most ethical John that you're going to find, okay, at all, by any means. So he's going to just strictly look for because he realizes that this world is just a playground. You're here for a good time, not a long time. So he's like, all right, how can we get you from here to here? And he's going to give you a way. But, that way might not always be ethical. So you have to do the right thing, all right? Even though when I first was working with him, I had this lady. This lady was so wealthy too. Oh my gosh, she was so wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And I had this lady, and she was an older woman, and she sent me her card number. She sent me her whole entire card number and the information. She said, can you just charge it for me? And just send me her card number and everything like that. And I'm like, ma'am. No, ma'am, you can't. And I told she couldn't do it. I said I deleted her thing and whatnot, but she spent like $5,000 like that. It's easy like that. And then in my mind, I hear this spirit saying, hey, you have her card number. You know what you can do now. I got you her card number. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me following the advice of this spirit, I said, nah, you got me fucked up. Delete all the shit that she sent and just remove that right there and how to just work with me, how I do with all my clients. So it's like he'll give you opportunities, but they might not be ethical. And here's the thing that you got to understand, where some of y'all might say, oh, Sirron, you crazy. You should have hit a lick. No, let me tell you something. Every action has a reaction. All right. There's a reason why he has the body of a lion and the head of a jackass. Okay. Where he might be very bold and everything like a lion. He can do something that will have you looking like a fucking jackass and have your ass locked up or in jail or in trouble. Because there are spirits way more powerful than him that will get on your ass if you think you're about to be out here doing wrong. Okay. So let's read a little bit about this one right here. It says he's a good familiar, but he can tempt the magician to steal. All right. He governs over many legions of spirits. This is a seal which is to be worn. You know what I mean? So he's a good familiar, but you just got to be ethical when you're working with them. Now, this next one's going to be Amun. Okay, so this is a great spirit as well. Now, Amun, he tells of things past, present, and to come. He procureth feuds and reconciles controversies between friends. So if you have like something that's happened between you and a friend, you and a loved one, you and a lover, and you guys are having an argument, they won't talk to you, they don't want to speak to you anymore, you can't get them to reply, you messed up, call on Amun. Okay, Amun. You know what I mean? We talked earlier about how Amun is the Egyptian god Amun. You know what I mean? You just got to draw his sigil. Once you draw his sigil, you put blood on his sigil, prick your finger. Ladies, if it's your time of the month, you can use your menstrual blood, put that on the sigil. You're going to write your requests as well of what you need. You're going to also include that I'm giving you this blood for this being done. You need to make sure that you let them know it's a contract. All right. So for you doing this for me, I give you this blood. Put your blood on the seal or the sigil. After you put your blood on that seal, that sigil, do your meditation with the spirit. At the end of your meditation, the end of your rituals, say, thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for this time, your time. And then you burn that paper. Okay. At the end of it, then you give your gift. Okay. Your payment for what's going to be done. All right, so that you would call on him for that right there. Okay, now let's go on down. Now we're going into Gemini. We got Barbados. So now Barbados, we got Gemini coming through. Now with Barbados, it says he is of the order of virtue. Okay, so being of the order of virtue means that he's a celestial being. So let's read a little bit about him real quick. It says he is a great duke, and he appears when the sun is in Sagittarius. Look at that right there. So you can look into your astrology and see when the sun is going to be in Sagittarius. And when you see that the sun is in Sagittarius, oh, okay, now's a great time to connect with this spirit, Barbados. With 4 noble kings and their companions of great troops. Okay, so he appears with 4 other kings other than himself and great troops, all right? It says that he gives understanding of the singing of birds and of the voices of other creatures. So he can help you to be able to speak to animals. Now, normally I would say like something like, do you guys really believe you can speak to animals? But you actually can. And here's what it is. It's not that a dog will bark at you and you're here, hey, you can understand me? No, it's not that at all. It's like you'll be able to, like, you never notice how there's some people when they speak to their animal listens. And it's like, they'll be like, why are you doing that? But you know what you're supposed to do. But you better go down and sit your butt down then. And the dog turns around and puts his head down and sits down. Like, you know how there's certain people who are able to speak to their animals. This is like the gift of being able to speak to your animals, okay? And that's what this thing will do for you, okay? It will make you be able to do that with all animals, not just your dog that you're very close to, but like with all animals, you'll be able to do this with the birds, with all the creatures, you'll be able to have that connection with. It says, as the barking of dogs. It says he breaks the hidden treasures open that have been laid by enchantments of magicians. You know what I mean? So basically, when you're in this realm, like let's say for a lot of people who grew up in Christianity or in some other religion, you know, these magicians who told you that you are nothing without God Almighty, and you know, you're nothing and He is everything, and you are weak and He is strong. When they put these spells over your mind and they were doing this dark witchcraft over you, and now you have these limiting beliefs and these fears that they've placed in you, you know, He can remove those, okay? Because what they were doing when they were doing these things to us as a people, they were hiding our treasures, because all of us have these spiritual giftings and these spiritual things that were being hidden or locked in us. Connecting with Him says that He's going to pop open those locks that have been hidden by the magicians, okay? And also, let's say that from past lives, all right? There are also things that you might have gotten into in past lives, you know, that you've been locked and been dormant. Connecting with Him will help to remove those blockages from the past lives, also to unlock the treasures that have been laid dormant. Okay, it says he is of the order of virtues, with some part he returns still. With some part he wishes he could return still. And he knows all things past and to come, and conciliates with friends and those who are in power. Okay, so he can give you power with people who are in power, or he can make you friends with people who are in power. Like, let's say, like a heavy influencer. You're a tarot card reader, and you have a favorite tarot card reader that you watch online, and that person has like 300,000 subscribers. That person with 300,000 subscribers would start to notice you and be like, hey, I fuck with you. Oh, I like this about you. Maybe they'll share some of your work. Maybe they'll share something that you do, or maybe just talk to you and become your friend. But he can connect you with somebody who's way up on the totem pole by making you two cool with each other. He conciliates friendships with those who are in power, and he rules over 30 legions of spirits. And this sigil right here is one of the sigils. You can find different ones in different books, but I would use this right here. 9 of Swords, Venus, and Copper. Now, here's my goddamn. If you are in need of to learn how to do anything magical, if you're trying to do music, if you're trying to paint, if you're trying to do anything art of the arts, you want to connect with Paimon. Now, Paimon is a great spirit of the West, and he's a great jinn, a jinn king. He's very obedient to Lucifer. So if you've already connected with Lucifer, he can definitely work with you and bring a lot of good into your life. Let's go ahead and read all this with Paimon, because Paimon is one of the deities that I fuck with heavy. So we got the 9th spirit is of the in this order is Paimon, a great king and very obedient unto Lucifer. He appears in the form of a man sitting upon a dromedary with a most glorious crown upon his head. Now, here's what some people say. Before we continue on, a lot of people say that Paimon is Azazel. Okay, Azazel, the great jinn. You know what I mean? So now we're talking about the jinn stories later on, and how he refused to bow to Adam and things like that. Some of these stories you can find in the Quran and things like that. But they say that this is Azazel, which would make sense because Azazel pause the movie at certain parts, and yours fine. Is what works, and connecting with these spirits is what works. Okay, so this would be like Azazel, one of the Watchers. Okay, let's see now. Before him is a host of spirits like men with trumpets and cymbals and all other sorts of musical instruments. He has a great voice and roars at his first coming. And his speech is such that the magician will not be able to understand him unless compelled. He can teach all arts and sciences and other secret things. He can reveal to you. He can reveal what the earth is. Look at this real quick. He can reveal to you what the earth is. And what holds it up in the waters, what mind is and where it is. Look at that. And what the mind is and where it is, or any other thing that you may desire to know. He gives dignities and confirms the same. He binds or makes man subject unto the magician. All right. So check this out. Before I keep going real quick. So he can let's some of this up here where it talks about how he'll reveal what the earth is. You know what I mean? He'll reveal to you these secret things, because a lot of us might have certain beliefs, which we're not going to go over all that information. You know what I mean? You guys aren't going to get everything, but it's like this. So he can reveal to you what it is, and then notice how I'll give you guys this right here. I'll give you guys this for free. Notice how after it talks about when it says he will reveal what the earth is and in the waters, and then it says, and what the mind is and where it is. Okay. So that right there, if you know where the mind is, which we talked about earlier with the subconscious, okay, the subconscious, all right. So the other thing that I want to speak on here was when it says that he binds or make any man subject unto the magician. So that means this right here. That means that if you're trying to make something happen, maybe you're wanting to get a raise and you haven't been able to seem to get this raise, call on Paymon to make this person give you the raise. He'll bind the person or the people to do what you want. Put Paymon in a ring. Get a ring, a gold ring, because he only accepts gold. So get a gold ring and put his sigil, or put that over a sigil dedicated to Paymon. Ask for him to use this Paymon for seduction magic and make people drawn to you and to do what you say when you wear this ring. These are some of the tricks you can do with a Paymon, because you'll make people to be obedient to you. All right. All right, so let's keep going real quick. We got coming up next. It says let's see now what the mind is. Blah, blah, blah. He gives dignities and confirms the same, so he can make you famous singer. He go to Paymon. You want him to be a famous actor, dignities and confirms them. Let's say that you already or should already be on, you should already be pop, you should already be these type of things. He will help people to understand that you're really the shit. You know what I mean? He'll help people to be able to see that, yo, this person really is the shit. Okay. You know what I mean? And it says, and he binds or makes any man subject unto the magician, if he so observes towards, if he so desires it. So once he fucks with you, whatever you're asking for, and you say him to the I desire this right here, he's going to make it happen for you. All right. It says that he gives good familiars, who can teach all arts. Once again, this is one of the reasons why he's always rocking with me. It says he is to be observed towards the west. Like I said, the king of the west. He is one. He is of the order of dominions. So another one of the angelic orders, of the order of angels, and of the order of potentas, whatever that is. Now, if you call this spirit Paymon alone, you must make him some offerings. And there will be attended to him two kings called Labal and Abalim. Okay, Labal and Abalim. All right, now Labal, some people say is um uh what was it, Belith, and Baalim, some people say is Bilal. Bilal. Okay, so we'll get to Bilal later on. So now Bilal is a very powerful god, boy, very draconian. Like when you first connects with you, you're going to start seeing draconian shit everywhere, like lizards, lizard eyes, lizard snake shit. You're gonna see all that shit everywhere when you connect with that space. He's very draconian, okay? And he's extremely powerful, and Paymon's even over him. So if you're wanting to see some amazing things, I would definitely suggest you guys work with Paymon if you're an artist. And he's Gemini, you know what I mean? So notice the artists who are Geminis. Notice how they are always very famous, okay, for the singing, for the rapping, for the lyrical content. They're always famous, like the God MCs, all are pretty much Geminis. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see now. So these two deities will be with them, and other spirits who are of the order of potentatis and his host. 25 legions, and those spirits who are subject unto them are not always with them unless the magician compels them. All right, so you know what I mean. If you call on him, you're going to get a lot of spirits. So be ready. Okay, if you're not ready, then don't call on him. Okay, because like I said, he's going to give you a lot. a lot of spirits. Okay. Speaking of spirits, let's go ahead and hit this Monkey 47. Shout out to those who are up right now. If you guys are up right now, I want you guys to take a shot with me. Take a shot with me. We're going to take one for the spirits. We're going to take one for the spirits. Bless my spirits real quick. That's for Azazel. Now, today's Saturday. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Azazel. All right. Sorry, guys. So, like I said, that's for Azazel. Now, Azazel is Paimon. Some people try to say it's not. Yeah, motherfucker, it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just in this form, he would be Azazel. All right, so let's go ahead and go on down. This is a sigil, by the way. If you do want to work with Paimon, this is a sigil right here. You know, you might want to screenshot it. So next one that we got is Buer. Now, Buer has to do with Cancer. We're moving on to Cancer now, you guys. June 21st to July 1st, Cancers. We got the 10th spirit is Buer, a great president. He appears as an archer when the sun is in Sagittarius. He teaches philosophy, both moral and natural. Okay, so this spirit right here would be good for you if you're finding yourself in a place where you might feel a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, because here's what happens when a lot of people learn this type of knowledge. And when a lot of people learn this right here, they start to realize, oh, wait a minute. So you mean I'm able to do this, and that, and none of this shit is real, and there is no heaven, there is no hell. So I'm able to just goddamn do whatever the fuck I want to do. And then so people will get that type of information and then first go wild. You know what I'm saying? Go fucking wild or whatnot, you know? And then after a while, they start to realize, like, okay, I can't just go wild, you know? So this will be good for you if you're wanting to, like, if you're in college or something like that, you're trying to figure out what your path is, what path should be good for you. This spirit can really help you out to give you the philosophies that would be best for your life and the morals that would be best for you, and natural law and moral law, you know? We got, and he teaches in the arts of logic. He's also the virtue, in the virtues. Also the virtues of all herbs. I don't know why that was hard for me to say, and plants. Okay, so he'll teach you how to use like herbs for healings, herbs for the different things that you find that you're stuck in, herbs and plants. It says that he's very good with teaching that information. He heals all distempers, okay, in a man, and gives good familiars. Okay, so he heals all distempers in a man. So, you know, things like erectile dysfunction, things like other issues that you might have within yourself, he can definitely take that from a man. All right, he can definitely fix that up for you. Now, probably the same thing with like women as well. He probably can fix things in you guys as well. They just put men in here because back in the day, you know, everything was for men. Okay, but now we moved into the goddess Sophia. We're in Aquarius, at the age of Aquarius, so it's going to be straight goddess energy. Okay, but so you like I was saying, so like this guy right here, you know, he's good if you're wanting to learn how to do some healing magic or maybe even become an herbalist or anything like that. It looks like he got some great familiars that he can help you with as well. Definitely a spirit worth connecting with, I would say. Now Goosen is the excuse me. This 11th spirit is in order is a great and strong duke called Gushen. He appears like a whatever that is, blue-headed or strange-headed creature. Okay, he tells all things past, present, and to come. and shows the meaning of the resolution and all the questions you may ask. Okay, so this, basically, he's kind of like me. He's going to give you a bunch of yes no's here, all your questions you got. Let's see now. He reconciles friendships. He gives honors and dignities. Yeah, okay, but so he pretty much does the same things as some of the other ones do. You ever see that through these books? Like some of these spirits, they do all the same things as other ones, so it'd be like a repeating thing. It's just more so about finding which one works for you. Now we got Citri. Now Citri is a very powerful deity. If you guys are wanting love, if you guys are wanting lust, if you guys are wanting to make somebody obsessed, this spirit right here will do it for you. Okay. If you're ever wanting to make somebody or something obsessed with you, sex wise, attraction wise, this spirit will do it for you. Citri. I've used Citri so much with so many different rituals and practices for love and this spirit has never let me down, not even once. So it got worse for me when I tried it once. I stopped. What got worse for you? I missed it. I missed your comment. I was going to respond to you. But yeah, you guys, like I said, Citri is one of those ones. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on, let me get a pillow for my ass. This chair is hard as hell, boy. I need two of them things. This seat feel like goddamn, boy. Both my cheeks hurt. Damn. Okay, let's turn this on too real quick. Playlist. I'm gonna play some money mantras. We're gonna play some money mantras real quick. That's better. Oh my god, that's better for it. Your boy was in pain, boy. I'm sitting on this hard ass chair. I'm like, come on now, bro. I don't know how long I can sit in this shit. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going quick. So now, like I said earlier, so this spirit right here is definitely the one that will bring in the financial increase that you're wanting. It says the 12th spirit is Citri. He is a great prince and appears at first with the leopard's head. And with great wings of a griffin. But at the command of the magician, he assumes human form and is very beautiful. He inflames men with women's love and women with men's love and causes them to show themselves naked if so desired. Yo, when I first met this spirit, this changed my sex game so fucking much. Oh my god. I remember like when you first start working with this spirit and he wants to show you what he can do, everybody is sending you fucking nudes. I swear to fucking Christ. Everybody is sending you nudes. I'm talking about people you would never think. People send you nudes on accident. And like sometimes it's a little nasty. Sometimes you'd be like, why the fuck is this person sending me a nude? Hold up now. Wait a minute. The fuck going on with you, bro? Sometimes it gets a little weird, but for the most part, it's like you'd be like, wow, okay, because a lot of people will do that. Now, not only is it physical things like people sending you nudes or whatnot, which is the cool part, but it also is in a spiritual sense. So this will make people reveal themselves to you. So just the pure version of them, with no mask, with no facades, just literally the purest version of them, they're revealed to you. Okay. So secrets that they have that no one else knows, they'll reveal those secrets because they feel comfortable enough with you through the power of Citri. So Citri has a lot of powers that he can do to bring things in for you. Okay. Now, another great spirit of love is going to be Belith. Okay, but we're talking about that in a minute because Belith has to do with Leo. It's the last one in Cancer. So now the work for him is the Four of Cups. You know, his planet is Jupiter, and his middle is 10. Okay. God bless you too, family. Love and light to you. I hope you're having a good day, Breezy. All right. So let's go ahead and look back into it. So now let's go down to Belith. Belith is to start with Leo, July 22nd through August 1st. The metal is going to be gold. Planet, of course, is going to be the sun. And then we got the Five of Wands. Okay, the Five of Wands. Now, this spirit right here got a good amount of information. So we got the 13th spirit is called Belith or Belith or Bylith. Billet. He is a terrible and mighty king. All right, so this spirit don't give no fucks. You know, that's the first thing that you got to understand is that this spirit right here don't give no fucks. You should make your moderator. All right. All right, babe. I just made you a moderator. All right, so let's see now. We got where are we at? We have as a terrible and mighty king. So this spirit don't give a fuck. All right. You know, if you're asking him to do some things, this spirit will definitely do it for you. Okay. It says he rides upon a pale horse. Trumpets and other kinds of musical instruments play before him. He is very he is very furious at his first appearance. That is while the exorcist lays his while the exorcist lays his courage. For to do this, he must hold a hazel wand in his hand. Blah blah blah. Bullshit. I ain't got no hazel wand, and I've used this spirit a lot. So striking it out towards the south and the east quarters, make a triangle without the circle, and then command him into it by the bonds of the charges of the spirit. All right, don't do that. Even though we're reading this right here, y'all, please don't do that, okay? You want to know a good way to make a spirit not want to talk to you and not fuck with you? By forcing a spirit in a fucking triangle or circle, whatever the fuck this shit's talking about, okay? Look, remember, you know, in the olden days, people were Christians. People would still believe that bullshit. You know, they fell for all that type of crap. They didn't have Google. They couldn't look things up. They couldn't research like that. It was very hard. Nowadays, we know that that's just a load of shit, all right? So, you know, if you're wanting to connect with these energies, just connect within yourself. Go within yourself, okay? Let's keep going. We got, and if he does not enter the triangle at your threats, rehearse the bonds and the charms before him, and then he'll yield to obedience and come into it. And do what he's commanded to do by the exorcist. You know, another way to do it is by having Lucifer handle him. We got, yet the magician must receive him courteously, because he is a great king, and do homage unto him. Now, okay, now listen to that right here. There you go. That's how you do it. He's a great king, so bring gifts, be courteous to this spirit, um, uh, uh, and do homage unto him as the king and princes do to attend upon him. Yes, do that, and he'll definitely work with you. It says, and you must have always a silver ring on. I don't have no silver ring, so you don't have to always have a silver ring on the middle finger of your left hand held against your face, as it is done before a Mammon, to protect him from flaming breath of the encouraged spirit. This great king Belith causes all love. Here we go. Now we're getting some fun shit. So this great king Belith causes all love that may be both of men and of women. Okay, so check this out. You're gay. Okay. Nah, that's a funny way to start a conversation. You're gay. No. Let's say that you're gay, lesbian, trans, whatever the fuck you are, right? You want to fucking talk to a fucking tree. I don't give a fuck. All right. You're wanting to be able to pull somebody who's just like you. You know, some of these other spirits aren't going to do it. Okay. Some of these spirits are very old fashioned. You're a female wanting another female. You probably should not go to fucking Citry for that. Okay. You probably shouldn't go to Zapar for that. All right. But who you can go to, this guy right here. Okay. This guy right here doesn't give a fuck what you into or who you want, okay? Because he understands that shit doesn't matter. You're a spirit in a physical body. You're not this body with the spirit, okay? But you're a spirit that is utilizing this physical body. So whatever you want, whatever you're into, whatever you're feeling at that moment in that time is you, okay? You know what I'm saying? And you can use this spirit, okay, to pull in what you're desiring. Sexually or emotionally, the spirit can bring that in for you. Okay. So let's see now. We got this great King Belith causes all the love that may be both of men and of women until the master exorcist has had their desired filled or the desire fulfilled. Okay. So meaning like this. You know, this person is probably not going to be in love with you and just stay in love with you and be in a serious relationship or some shit. Not going to happen, okay? But let me tell you what is going to happen. You're going to be able to have this person to your done. You know what I mean? To your emotionally for physically fulfilled. Man, she's so bad, and I want to hit that so fucking bad. Guess what? You're going to be able to hit that. All right, you're going to hit it, and it's going to be good. Okay. You know, and after you hit that, it's not going to continue on. It's going to end. That's going to be the end. Okay? So that's how it is working with this spirit right here. Now, next up, we have Lorage. Okay? I think it's Lorage, something like that. We got the 14th spirit is called Lorray or something like that. Loreka, okay? Loreka or Lorays. He is a marquis, great in power. He appears when the sun is in Sagittarius, in the likeness of an archer, clad in green, carrying a bow with and quiver. He causes great battles and contests, and makes wounds to putrefy that are made with arrows by archers. Okay, he governs over 30 legions of spirits. So this is a spirit for attack. You found that somebody has been fucking with you. You found that someone has been fucking with your kids. You found that someone has been doing some fuck shit. Now what do I do next? Now you call on him because this spirit right here will fuck a motherfucker up for you. Okay. You want to know what spirit you conjure when you hex? You put this name right here on that paper. He's a day spirit, so you're going to want to conjure him in the daytime. You're going to want to conjure him during the hour of the moon. It says Luna. His planet is Luna, which is the moon. Okay. The metal you can use for him is silver. All right. 6 of Wands is a card, but this is the spirit that you're used to attack an enemy and destroy an enemy. Now, moving on down, we have Eligos. Okay, Eligos. The 15th spirit is in order is Eligos, a great duke, and appears in the form of a handsome knight carrying a lance, and sign, and a serpent. He discovers hidden things and knows all things to come, and of wars and how the soldiers will or shall meet. He causes the love of lords and great persons. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So this spirit right here can definitely bring love into your life from somebody of a higher stature. Like if you feel like this person is just, wow, they're way up here, I can never probably get with this person right there. He can make you get with that person. You know what I mean? He can make sure that that happens for you. He can put love into the Lord's houses for you. You know what I mean? Or people, or great people in higher positions. You know, bringing you that type of boss that you might want in your life. Okay. He can reveal hidden things. He knows all things that's to come as well, and of war. So he can tell you about a person's intent. If somebody's wanting to that has envy in their heart towards you or something like that, he will expose that before it even happens. You know, if somebody's wanting to send some type of hexes, he'll expose that before it even happens. I've had it where there's been enemies that I've had and covens that I've been at war with, and then people in their coven come to me to warn me about shit that they're going to be doing on a certain time. You know what I mean? So it's like this spirit will bring you what you need for protection. Great ally to have on your side. All right, moving on. We have on the Virgos, we have Zapar. Zapar, okay, we got the 17th spirit is Zapar. He is a great duke and appears in red apparel and armor like a soldier. His office is to cause women to love men and to bring them together in smecks, okay? But it says to bring them together in love. He also makes them barren. All right, so peep game right here. So this spirit, Zapar, is very, 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 very good with making women give it up. Okay, straight up. Yeah, there's no other way around it right there. This spirit is very great with making women just give that punani up. Okay, if you're having a difficult time, you're wanting some smacks, you're like, man, I really want to hit that. I want to. You can even tell them what you like. I've had spells. I said, give me a chocolate baddie with a big old butt that wants to suck my soul out my body. Okay, give me that shit, and that spirit will literally bring that directly to me, and I'll be in bed like, oh my Jesus, yes, Lord, you know, getting my soul sucked out. Okay, so you know this spirit right here is very great for men. All right, this is one of us for us. Okay, this spirit is very great for men if you're wanting to pull women to you for that right there. This spirit will make women barren, meaning that you don't have to put on a rubber if you notice she's clean, okay? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put on no rubber, brother. You can actually hit that nut in that, and guess what? She's not going to get pregnant. You know, but as well, let's say that this chick were to get pregnant or were trying to get pregnant, you could block that as well with this spirit, okay? Now, if she was already pregnant, there's a different spirit I would use to remove the baby from her. But this spirit right here is like prevention, okay? It's like more so for prevention. Let's go on to our next one that we got. Now, our next demon on our list is going to be Botis, the president, Virgo. Now, this nigga look bad. This nigga look like he like someone you want on your team. We got the 17th spirit is Botis, a great president and an earl. Command of his magician, or command of the magician, he assumes human form with great teeth and two horns, carrying a bright and sharp sword in his hands. He tells that better not be all that he does. You got to be kidding me. He tells of the past and things to come and reconciles friends and foes. Nigga, you look that fucking you gotta be kidding me. You over here with a big ass sword, them teeth and horns, and all you do is reconcile shit. Get your bitch ass off my screen. I thought that nigga did some shit. That bitch ass nigga right, you got a big ass sword. All you doing is reconciling friend. Get your bitch ass off my screen. Fuck out of here with that shit. Man, that nigga over here. I thought it was something. All right, so let's do the next one. The next one is going to be Bathin, okay? Bathin is our next one that we got popping up here. Now, um, Bathin played a huge role in getting me where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? A huge role in getting me where I'm at right now. Bathin was one of the first reasons why I even got into this. Real talk. Because Bathin will help you to astral project, which is what I wanted to do. And Bathin will teach you how to become a shaman. So when I first was getting into this, I was talking with Bathin, and Bathin was the one who initiated me into shamanism. Okay? Before anything else, I was working with Bathin in the woods in Pennsylvania. In the woods, bro, in the woods. And I would go out there, and I had an altar set at this tree stump for him. And I put my offerings to him. And then the next day, I went back to see what he did for me. And then there was a deer antler in its place on the ground, right at the tree stump on the ground, and a turkey's feather. And these were the initiations into shamanism. And then from there, everything just went up. He just started teaching me and teaching me and teaching me. So the 10 of Pentacles is this card. Venus is his planet, and copper is what he works with. It says the 18th spirit is Bathin. He is a mighty and strong duke and appears like a strong man with a tail of a serpent. Okay, sitting upon a pale-colored horse or an ass. He knows the virtues of all herbs and of precious stones. So he can teach you about any sort of herbs that you can use for whatever you're trying to do, whether it's dreams herbs so that we can lucid dream, astral project, or whether it's herbs to heal your body, but also on stones, amethyst, pyrite, all these type of things, stones, and how you can use these to manifest as well. It says, and he can transport men suddenly from one country to another. This is the astral projection part. So he can teach you how to transport your consciousness from one place to another, okay? So he works very well with like dream magic and things like that. But also, he's good for protection if you're taking a trip. Like if you're going to take a flight or something like that, just do a ritual with him first, and he'll make sure your flight is protected. Okay, coming up next, we got this spirit right here, Salos, who we have a $333 love spell with. The cheapest spell I have. That's by far the cheapest love spell that I have. And Salos came and said that he wanted to bless people, so that's the only reason why we made that spell. And why that spell is so fucking cheap is because Salos wanted to bless people. He told me that's what he wanted. That's why we made it. And we've gotten some very great results from that right there. So Salos, let's read what Salos does. Ooh, I almost put that on camera. All right. We got the 19th spirit is Salos. He is a great and mighty duke and appears in the form of a gallant soldier riding upon a crocodile with a ducal crown on his head. He is very peaceable. He causes the love of women to men and of men to women. Okay, and governs over 30 legions of spirits. So women, if you're wanting your person, or you got a guy that you're wanting, and you're wanting him so bad, and you're like, I want this person, connecting with Salos, especially if you get my $333 spell with Salos. So it's a spell very simple that you're able to do with connecting with him. It's going to raise your magic ability, and it's very simple to do, very powerful spell, great results. I would definitely do it. He's going to do that with you. He can put you guys together. Okay. So if you haven't connected with Salos, you definitely want to take the time, write down the sigil, do the things you need to do, but connect with Salos because he can bring forth the change in your love life and make the person that you're wanting become in love and obsessed with you. A little bit about Salos is that his tarot card is the Two of Swords. His planet is Venus, and his metal is copper. Okay, best time to summon him is September 23rd through October the 2nd. All right, we're getting closer to where we are at, you guys. We're getting a little closer. Someone said, "How much is that love spell?" So that one is only $333. Okay, that one's one of our cheaper workings. It's the obsession spell is our best working, but this one right here is our most affordable working. You know what I'm saying? So this is our most affordable love spell that you're going to be able to find for the quality that you're going to get in it. You know what I mean? If you're wanting the best one, you need to go up to you got to go on up. You know what I mean? To that obsession spell. All right, let's go to Person. Now, Person, I really love Person personally. Because Person is the 3 of Swords. His metal is gold. He's Libra. Okay, his planet is the sun. All right, so he he knows all things hidden. He can discover treasures and tell all things past, present. Oh wait, here, hold on real quick. Let me go a little higher. Okay, he knows all things hidden and can discover treasures. Okay, so he can discover treasures and things for you. It says, and tell all things past, present. And divine and all of creation of the world. He brings good familiars and governs 22 legions of spirits, partly of the virtue of the order of virtue, and partly of the order of thrones. So he's also angelic energy. You know the cool thing about Person? You know who Person is in ancient Egypt? Person would be Horus. Okay, Horus. That would be Person in ancient Egypt. That was the deity that you guys would see. You know, and Horus would be what the Christians would call Jesus. Horus would be the son of God, you know, or Osiris, you know what I mean? And the Holy Spirit, Isis. That's what that story is. So Person is a very powerful entity and energy to work with. When it says it'll give you good familiars, he definitely will. Okay, let's go to the next one that we got down here. We got Marix. Okay, Marix. It says Marix is the 4 of. That might look kind of crazy with that face, with that bull body and that face. Look at his face. Let's see now. We got the 4 of Swords. We got Mercury. His thing is Mercury as well. Planet is Mars. Okay, so you got 2. He's got 2 planets. You got Mars and Mercury. Mars aspect is going to be iron. His metal will be iron, and Mercury is going to be Mercury. So we got the Morax. He is a great earl and president. He appears like a great bull with the human's face. His office is to make the magician very knowing in astronomy, all other liberal sciences. He can give good and wise familiars, knowing the virtues of herbs and precious stones. That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie to you though. If I woke up or if I'm in a dream and this motherfucking bull body, big face motherfucker was just over here staring at me, talking about, "Would you like to learn the stars?" I'll be pissed, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'll be mad as fuck. I'll be like, "What the fuck going on? Who the fuck are you, bro? Get your motherfucking animalized face, you beast wars face ass out my goddamn dream. Fuck going on, man." because that kind of looks kind of scary. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit look like the one with teeth. I thought was gonna be a gangster or whatnot. I would rather see him than that shit right there. That like when it's an animal with a human's face, that shit freaks me out. I don't like that shit. I don't know what it is about it, but when they have like a beast animal and everything, but then just a regular bald human face, that's just so fucking weird to me. The next one that we got is Ippos. Ippos, okay, Earl slash Prince. Now this is going to be from October 23rd to November 1st. All right, so check this out. So this spirit right here, though, Marax, has to do it right now, October the 13th through October 22nd. So this spirit's energy is very strong right now, and connecting with him is very easy to connect with Marax. So if you're wanting to learn at all astronomy, now's your chance, okay? If you're wanting some good familiars, if you need familiar spirits to help you to be able to do more in life, now's your chance to get them. Knowing the virtue of herbs and precious stones, now's your chance to get them. Because he's very. If I were you and I wanted those type of things, I would screenshot this. Now coming up next is Ippos. Ippos Scorpio. We got October 23rd through November 1st. We got Mars Iron, and we got Jupiter 10. All right, so we got he is an Earl and Mighty Prince, and appears in the form of an angel with a lion's head. See, I wouldn't mind that. That's not scary. For some reason, having a human's body and an animal head, I don't mind. But having an animal body and a human's head freaks me out. That's fucking weird. Why is that? I don't know. All right, but we got in Goose's feet. Well, I will be laughing at your goofy ass web feet. And let's see, we got in Hare's tail. He knows all things past, present, and to come. He makes men witty and bold. Loser. All right, next. I don't give a fuck about you, boy. All right, on to the next one. That ain't do shit. Well, I mean, I guess for someone who's not witty already, that might be a good thing for somebody who's not already witty and shit. But if you're talking to me, I'm like, the fuck can you do for me? You think I'm about to give you some blood and my time and energy for that shit? Next, on to the next one. Nigga reveal some treasures or some shit, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. I know we got AIM coming through next. We got AIM. Yeah, he sells some good weed. Look at this name. That nigga sell weed, coke, and shrooms. Okay, real shit, boy. That nigga is the plug right there. We gotta read up on this one. Who's AIM? Let's take a look at who AIM is. We got he is a great, strong duke. He appears in the form of a very handsome man in body, but with three heads. The first is like a serpent. The second is like a man having two stars on his forehead, and the third is like a calf. He rides a viper, carrying a firebrand in his hand. With this, he sets fire to cities, castles, and great places. Oh, okay, I fuck with you. So he's a jinn. We got he makes one witty in all manners of ways and gives answers concerning private matters. Okay, so this is a jinn. This is a jinn. So this is a spirit of fire. And he's able to, like, you can use him in hexes to catch people's things on fire, to destroy people's properties with fire. You can use this spirit right here. How he would do it is like, let's say, for instance, you don't have your protection put up on your altar. This mug will catch somebody's altar on fire because they left their candles on their altar. He'll catch things on fire through mishaps with the stove. But he'll set shit on fire. He'll burn shit down. You feel me? Let's go to the next one that we got. But it also makes people witty and things like that. All right, where we at? Okay, we got Naberius. What do you do, Naberius? Why does Naberius sound so fucking familiar? So Naberius is a Yoshi from Super Mario, one of the ones you hop on, or one of the birds you ride on their back. Flamingo. No, not flamingo. What's it called? One of them birds called you ride on their backs? Ostrich. That's what they call it. He's an ostrich. Naberius. He is most valiant Marquise, and shows the form of the black crane fluttering about in the circle. Okay. And when he speaks, it is with a hoarse voice. He makes men cunning in all arts and sciences, but especially in the art of rhetoric. He restores lost dignities and honors. Okay, cool. So this spirit right here, let's say that at one point in time, you were the shit. You were goddamn popping and whatnot, like the baby. And then you got on stage and you said, y'all better not be sucking niggas' dicks in the parking lot. Yo, whatever he said on stage at that music festival. And everybody said, what? Is this fool homophobic? Cancellation. And they canceled his dumb ass. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He could use a spirit like this because his spirit would reignite you. You know, it would take you back up to the top again when you had been brought down low. So he can restore lost dignities and honors to you as well, okay? When you've lost your honor because something that's happened, he can restore that as well. So Naberius can definitely help you out with a lot, man. Naberius might be one worth connecting to if you need him. Now, this fool right here, me and this fool have done a lot of work. If you ever want death magic done, like if you ever want to do death magic, if you ever want to, which I don't suggest you guys do until you master simple magic. I wouldn't suggest you guys do any of that other type of shit. But this spirit right here, Glacia Labalis. How you pronounce your name, boy? This spirit, I remember when I first wrote him down on a hex I did when I was first beginning and learning. I had these chickens and I had some other things, these cats. And I remember coming home after doing this ritual for this person to die. Because I was extreme. When I was first starting, I was very extreme. And when I came home, my chickens had exploded from the inside out. Like their body, their chest was open, but it was their guts were pushed out this way. It's like they had imploded or something like that from the inside. And then I was like, that's weird. And so I was like trying to figure out I was sad or whatnot. Later on that night, I look on a post from the person that I sent my intended hex to. And they were writing a post talking about, no, God, why so soon, blase, blase. Their brother just died in a car accident on a motorcycle, and that was to this death hex with this spirit right here, and it was those animals that had died that I had, and there was something else that had died as well that I had, and of my sisters, and when I feel like the spirit was being kind to me because of the spirit that was over me. You know what I mean? Because I'm my patron was first. My first patron is Bell. He was the first one that came to me and kind of like told me it was Bell before I even knew what a Bell was. He told me he was Bell and watched over me throughout all this. So I feel like this thing took those other animals and shit's lives so that way he could spare me because I didn't give him the proper gifts in order to take life. But when I tell you that this spirit right here can take life, can do some powerful shit, I guarantee you this spirit can do some powerful shit, okay? Like scary, almost scary. All right. So if you guys are ever in a situation where you have somebody who deserves this, because let me explain something to you. There are people who deserve it and there are people who don't. You know what I mean? But if you've been molested, if you've been through, abuses, certain abuses and things like that, and you want reconciliation, you want, a return back, you want something to happen to a person, this is who you want to call on. Okay, this is who you want to call. You want to explain what's going on. As you explain what's going on and talk about it to the spirit, watch that spirit will come through for you, and then you'll be able to see some amazing results. You know what I mean? So I want this loan shark to die. I don't know if he's going to kill a loan shark for you, okay? But I definitely would say that he can do a lot of things for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're take out the loan shark, but he might. You know what I'm saying? If you give the right offerings, giving the right offerings will change everything. So let's just read about him real quick. Glaciolobulus. He is a mighty president and earl, and shows himself in the form of a dog with wings like a griffin. He teaches all arts and sciences in an instant, and is an author of bloodshed. Here we go. He's an author of bloodshed, meaning that this spirit right here is going to come up with new ways to bring about the bloodshed of that individual. And manslaughter. So this is a spirit who likes to possess people. Okay, you ever see about people who just, they say, I just feel hungry for murder. I feel hungry for murder. I want to kill something, a real killer. These people get possessed by him, Glaciolobulus, and then they do these murders through this spirit. The spirit not only will do it through people, possessing people, but through misfortunes, like on some Final Destination type shit, like the guy who died when I did the hex. The motorcycle accident, bike slipping in the rain, and then him hitting a tree and dying. You know what I'm saying? So he's an author of manslaughter and an author of bloodshed. He teaches all things past and to come. If desired, he causes the love of both friends and foes, and he can make a man invisible. He has under his command 36 legions of spirits. Okay. Indulgence, wealth. Just like Bell. Y'all notice that right there? Planet say Mars. Mars. Okay. So we see that this spirit right here is probably a spirit under the authority of Baal. I thank you very much. So that's why the spirit was looking out for me and whatnot and doing that shit, because this spirit's a spirit under Baal. All right. So now we also look at this. It says that he teaches past, present, things to come, and if desired, he causes the love of both friends and foes, meaning that he can make your friends fall in love with you. He can make your enemies fall in love with you. He can make them love you, okay, whether it's romantic love or a platonic love, but he can bring the love of an enemy and the love of a friend. So this is a spirit that you can work with on a lot of different things. Very powerful spirit. Are not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe in. Activate the little bell to receive notifications of new publications. Also follow me on. All right, here we go to a good one. Now we got one for money, the bagaroo. This is what we want to see, right? This is the one that we want to see. Hey, you guys, before we read though, everybody on here, I gotta reset the TikTok. Y'all let me reset the TikTok. Just hop back in it. I have to reset it, and you guys can come directly back in, okay? Welcome to the temple of Lucifer, light and mystery, glory and praise forever and ever to our God Lucifer.
fallen angel and prince of the forsaken and desolate forsaken. Prayer to ask for power and energy from Satan and Lucifer. In nomine Dei Nostri Satanas Luciferi Excelsior. I conjure you in the name of darkness, those legions ruled by the eternal deities. I call you in the name of clarity, those governors ruled by the infernal gods. In nomine Dei Nostri Satanas Luciferi Excelsior. May my blood be to call them. In nomine Dei Nostri Satanas Luciferi Excelsior. May my soul be to the
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? I'm gonna let everybody get back in here in the live on TikTok. We're gonna keep going in a second. I'm just gonna let everybody get back into TikTok real quick. What we're going to finish talking about Boone. If you guys are in the live right now, you guys drop some 36s if you're in the live right now. If you guys have been keeping up with everything, drop some 36s. But we're gonna pick up where we left off with Boone in 1 second, okay?
Of all that my heart asks before your eternal presence, excellency at all, embracing me to the pleasure of the infernal flames as I surrender my life into your hands, sovereign Lord of the underworld. God. Glorify the Lord of Lords, who ascends from the Sitra Ara. Praises be the proclamation of the God of gods, among the cogwords. Exalt the King of kings. Revealing himself in the universe among finite galaxies, satanic chants rise before your eternal majesty. Satan, 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 Satan. May the elements hear my words as fire adheres to the great volcano. May the elements listen to my verses as water joins the gigantic sea. May the elements embrace my prayers as air is one with the fearsome tempest. May the elements cling to my thoughts as earth embraces the bare.
Okay, voila, there we go. All right, we back. Okay, you guys, make sure you guys hit that like, that follow, that share button. We're gonna go ahead and
the universe trembles when you prepare to advance in the trembling humanity. The universe trembles.
Continue on in a second. Let me just light some incense real quick.
Satan.
While we continue on.
Grant me the power to be strong in spirit. Grant me the ability to see what is right for me. Grant me the wisdom to understand your way. Grant me the knowledge to empower me. Power in the name of Satan to break the bonds that hold me back. Power in the name of Satan.
Okay, let's go ahead and go over this where we left off at. Now, for those of you guys who want to get a better image of the book, you guys can always slide over to the to YouTube. We have it where you guys can really see the book over here on the YouTube channel. So you guys got to go over there. Other than that, if you guys want to show where you're at, you can see it like this as well. Okay. Now you guys make sure you guys hit that like, follow, that share button. As you guys hit the like, the follow, the share button, you guys will be good. Now we're going to be going through these different spirits. Each spirit aligns with different zodiacs. So right now we're on the zodiac sign Sagittarius, and then it's about to reset to the night demons. So these are all the day demons, and you have demons that you connect to at night. Okay, we're almost at those. So now we're in Sag. But y'all who's just not getting in here, y'all just got on a good one. So this is Boone. Okay, Boone. Now Boone is a mighty duke. He's in 10 to 20 degrees Sagittarius. If you're going to summon him, you summon him in the daytime, or summon her in the daytime. You know, her best times to work with her is December the 3rd to December the 12th. So if I were a lot of you guys, I would start working with Boone's energy now so you can get familiar with her, because she'll really open doorways for you financially moving in towards December the 3rd to December the 12th. She can really do a lot of awesome things for you. Now we got Boone, Boona, Bim, Bim. She is a strong and great mighty duke who appears in the form of a dragon with 3 heads. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We got one like a dog, one like a griffin, and one like a man. She speaks with a high and comely voice. She changes the burial places of the dead and causes the spirits which are under her to be gathered together upon your command. She gives riches and makes the magician wise and eloquent. That's what everybody likes right there. She gives riches and makes the magician Now, this is an ancient Egyptian spirit. You might see at this time, these are all deities from Egypt. Angels didn't exist and demons didn't exist till Constantine existed. You know what I'm saying? There weren't angels and demons. That's not an ancient concept. That's more a new concept. In the olden days, in like Egypt, there was 144 spirits. All of them all together, just 144. It wasn't until the Zionists came, and then the Zionists decided to switch up, say these spirits are angelic, these spirits are demonic, so we're going to separate these two, and then got people thinking that there's angels and demons, one's good and one's bad. That's just their religion. That's all it is, but it's not really what it is, because time will tell you. Okay, time always will show you what it is, and if you really look back, you can find what the facts really are. Okay, so this spirit right here is definitely a spirit that I got to tell you I've seen bring money in my life. It was funny, and this spirit will work fast because Boone first popped up to me and was like, "Yo, we need to work," and I was like, "Nah, Boone, you need to bring me some money because La Santa Muerte, she just brought me a client, so you're gonna have to bring me a client too, Boone, if you're wanting to be able to work with me." And then the same day, it was like 30 minutes later or something like that, I get a text message from somebody from like 4 months ago. And they say, "Hey, I don't know if you remember, but I sent you 150 half as a deposit," because they're in a different country, "as a deposit, but I have the other 150 now for me to get the $300 Boone money spell. I have the rest of the money right now." And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, all right, Boone, we'll go ahead and do some work. I said, I guess this counts. You know what I'm saying? Because she will do it the same exact day. So if you're wanting to be able to have a spirit that will bring you some great money, some great financial increase. Also, if you're a tarot card reader, she's great with talking to the dead, connecting with the dead and being able to speak to the dead, connecting with your dead loved ones, your ancestors. She's very great with that as well, So definitely worth connecting with is Boone. If you guys have not connected with Boone, spend a little bit of time and get to know who Boone is, get to know what Boone likes, get to know how Boone can help you and how you can help Boone. Like I said earlier, when they say she appears as a dragon, I don't know the who, because every occultist that I know, we all see her as a female, something like a female energy, a goddess. We all feel that she has very loving energy. She is a female. And all of us, even people you look up online, we all feel like she's just a girl, a goddess. Because she is. So as you guys do your research, I'm sure you guys will find it. Offerings you can give the Boone. You can give her orange or green candles. Orange or green candles. You can give her an orange, actually like the fruit in orange. You can give her green apples. You can give her honey, limes, these type of things are things she likes. And of course, the number one thing that all spirits like the most is blood. You can always give her blood. Put blood on her sigil and then burn that right there, and you'll have the success in connecting with her. Okay, now we got over here Renove. This nigga look devious as fuck. This nigga like he want to smoke a blunt with you. Look at his face. Look like he just pop out. You want to get high? You know what I'm saying? I feel like he got a voice like that. Like he just be like, "Hey, you want to get high?" You know what I'm saying? But it'll be while you're supposed to be focusing on some shit like that. He just pop out your fucking closet. "Hey man, you want to get high?" "No, motherfucker, sit your ass down." You know what I'm saying? He'll just slide back in the closet and wait. Okay. We got Renove. He is a Marquis and a great Earl. He appears in the form of a monster. He teaches the art of rhetoric very well and gives good servants knowledge of tongues and favors with friends and foes. There are under his command 19 legions of spirits. So yeah, this spirit right here can definitely help you out. You know what I mean? I knew he looked a little mischievous. So it says he can give you favors of friends. So, you know what I mean? If you're needing, like, I need to stay somewhere. I just lost my place. I need somewhere to stay. I need someone to let me borrow some money. And I know this person makes a lot of money. You would use this spirit so that way you could do this type of workings on that person. Help them to lend me this much money. Help them to let me borrow this much cash. You know what I mean? And then ask them after you've done the working. He'll make them want to lend to you, even friends or foes. Okay, now we going into Capricorn. We got Berith. Wow, look at this. So Capricorn, the 20th through the 30th, 8th and mighty, as Solomon bounded them and named Berith or Berith, he is a mighty, great, and terrible duke. He has, I have to light this shit up. He has 2 other names given to him by men of later times, viz. Belly or Bel and Bufri or Bullfree. So this is another mask of Bel. Okay, the one in the very beginning. This is another mask of him. It says he appears in the form of a soldier with red clothing, riding upon a red horse, and having a crown of gold upon his head. He gives true answers of the past, present, and to come. He makes use of a ring in calling him forth. He is before spoken as regarded. Wait, what? As before spoken of regarding Belith, he can turn all metals into gold. Okay. So you're able to. You can make use of a ring in calling him forth, as is before spoken with regarding Belith. Oh, okay. So you use the silver ring that it talked about before, where you wear a silver ring on your left hand on your middle finger when connecting with him. They're saying that will help you out even more. They say he can turn all metals into gold. So he can take what you already have. You got to have something that is already going for yourself. And he can maximize that and turn that into gold, something of value. Maybe you make money off of something. Like, let's say you have some talents. You know what I mean? He can take those talents that you have that you find you're able to do, and he can turn them into money for you. You being able to make money. He can give dignities, and can confirm them unto man. So he can make you a dignity. You know what I'm saying? Make you somebody of valor or importance. Let's see. Make you someone of valor, of importance, but at the same exact time, sorry guys, I had to fix that real quick. Okay, so what was I saying to you guys? Yeah, so he gives dignity, so he can make you popping, help you get popping, and he confirms that demand. So therefore, he's going to make sure that not only do people see about you, but people know that you are the shit. You know what I mean? He speaks with a very clear and subtle voice, notwithstanding, with a said above, it is written with a great liar and not to be trusted. Okay, so they're saying that, if he says something, then don't trust him, because it's also said that he's to be a great liar, so don't trust him. What the fuck ever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when they do that shit in this book, when they tell you to work with a spirit, but then they say, by the way, the spirit's a great fucking liar, so don't trust him. Why the fuck would I work with him then, you bitch? Like, the fuck did you even put him in the fucking book for? You know what I mean? So I feel like when it comes to shit like that, you need to make sure that you have. This is why it's important to be initiated into Lucifer, and to have spirits like your patron deity when you first are getting into this. Your patron deity is the spirit that's called to you, not the spirit that you call. You know what I mean? Because there's a spirit that will be called to you, and as that spirit is called to you, Renov. The last spirit was Renov. There's a spirit that would be called to you, and that spirit could be Lilith. That spirit could be Lucifer. That spirit could be Astaroth. The spirit could be any of them. But you want to make sure that you go to their called spirit first, and then after that, get up to Lucifer. After you finally have gotten to Lucifer, and Lucifer has blessed you, you're straight. Okay, you can do whatever the fuck you want. at that point?
I save my money because I am smart. I save my money because I am smart. I make a lot of money because I work hard. The spirits are with me. I make a lot of money because I work hard. No, the spirits are with me. My life is good. My life is great. In the name of the dragon. Go Drake. Go Lakers.
All right, we're about to read Asheroth. Okay. Let's pick up where we left off over here, you guys. All right, so now coming up next, we have Astaroth. Now, Astaroth is really Isis, okay? Isis. Okay, now Isis, if you guys don't know who Isis is your fucking mama, okay? That's like the most loving deity you're gonna find. So if you guys really want to connect on some shit, connect with Isis. Okay? I guarantee you connecting with Isis will change shit for you. It'll make things work so fast and you'll be able to get so much real love in your life from working with Isis. She's definitely the one that I would suggest any and all people connect to. So let's read about this real quick. So we got they give answers of past, present, and things to come. They help you to discover all secrets and declares willingly how the spirits feel. It is desired, if desired, and the reason for the his own fall. He can make men wonderfully knowing in all liberal sciences. So this really ain't all the shit that Isis really does, and the shit that Astaroth really does either. Yeah, Astaroth can really help you with like your tarot card readings and shit like that. But I'm like, Isis does way more than just a lot of the shit that they're putting right here. So yeah, you guys don't think that that's all that Isis does, right? Definitely connect with Astaroth because Astaroth could do way more than this shit right here that they're putting in this book. But they really disrespect Astaroth, like this bullshit right here. Can tell about how the fall of the spirits and the fall of man. Like that's so fucking Christian bullshit that they put in this shit. That's not what the spirit represents at all. Okay, straight up. All right, let's go to moving down to okay, we're gonna stop here. All right, so this goes into oh no, we got to get to Aquarius. Okay, my fault. We're gonna finish the first round, the daytime spirits, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on. So let's do Furnius. We're almost done. Then we're gonna go to Lilith, you guys, and we're gonna do some Lilith meditations on tonight. All right, and you guys are gonna feel good, okay? If you guys are ready to feel good, drop some 36s in the comments down below. We're gonna do some mantras that's going to affect your root chakra and some breath work that's going to affect your root chakra, giving you guys a pleasurable effects. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got over here. So this one right here has to do with Capricorn. It says he causes men to have a good name, and that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. He's like a sea monster. He teaches men wonderful knowledge in the arts of rhetoric. He causes men to have a good name and to have the knowledge and understanding of tongues. He makes one to be beloved of his foes as well as his friends. He governs 29 legions of spirits, partially of the order of thrones and partially of the order of angels. So this spirit is a pretty strong spirit. Can definitely bring in some good into your life. He's a four of pentacles. He's a moon spirit. You want to do conjure him in the hour of the moon, and this metal is silver. Now coming up next, we have Forrest, the president. He's the five of swords. Mercury is planet. Mercury is his metal. Let's see now. He can give the understanding to men on how they may know the virtue of all herbs and precious stones. He teaches the arts of logic and ethics in all their parts. If desired, he can make men invisible. Some texts say invincible. Okay, so meaning that he can. Well, that scared the fucking shit out of me. What the fuck was that shit? Somebody just subscribed? Hey, shout out to the new subscribers that subscribed right now. Okay, boy, that motherfucking bling shit. Boy, I did not expect that shit coming out of nowhere. I was about to say, Lucifer, is that you? 36, 36, 36. Shout out to you 36s out here today. Okay, let's see what we got over here. And to live long and to be eloquent. He discovers treasures and recovers things lost. He rules over 29 legions of spirits. So this is a cool spirit to work with. Forrest, okay? Forrest, that's a cool spirit. He's Aquarius. We got Asmodee, Asmodee, okay? Asmodee is a very great spirit if you're wanting to be able to, if you need some power. He's definitely a spirit of like power, man. I'm gonna skip a lot of this though. Blah 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 blah. All right, he teaches the arts of arithmetic, astronomy, geometry, handcrafts. Absolutely. He gives true and full answers unto your demands. He makes one invincible. He shows the place where treasures lie and guards it. He among the legion kings of hell. So you know what I mean. Now let's go ahead and go on down to this one here, Gap. Gap is also under the authority of a Mammon. So it says he can deliver familiars out of the custody of other magicians. Ooh, look at that right there. So if there's somebody else who has some like very good familiars and shit, Gap can take those familiars from the person if they don't have them guarded. Like for instance, if somebody tries to take my familiars, I got so many fucking spirits guarded, you're gonna get yourself fucked. You know what I mean? So it's like, but if you can use him for like other people who don't know their familiars, Like for instance, if y'all was trying to steal familiars, because I didn't have familiars, then I'd be like this. I'd make the spell, write the sigil, and tell him to bring me people of successes for familiars, people who have success in this, people who have success in that. Bring me their familiars. You know what I mean? That way I could gain the strength in that area that I'm trying to get strength in. Okay. Um. Is there anything else that this poem does?
Nobody comes powerful. Bring abundant riches to me, and that's all I do. Make my account.
Yeah, and he answers truly and perfectly of things of the past, present, and to come. He can carry and recarry men. Wait, what? He can carry and recarry men very speedily from one kingdom to another at the will of the at the will and pleasure of the exorcist. Because I'm guessing that has to do with something astral in that. Let's go to this one down here, Pisces. Now this one right here is Fur. It says that this one has to do with love. His sigil almost looks like Salos' sigil. It's kind of interesting. All right, so let's read about this one right here. It says, he never speaks the truth unless he is compelled or brought up with the triangle being wherein he will take upon himself the form of an angel, being binded. He speaks with a hoarse voice. Also, he will willingly urge love between men and women. He can raise lightning and thunder blast, and some temptations or tempestuous storms, whatever that means. What is the fuck is tempestuous? I don't know. But storms, and he gives true answers both of both things, secret and divine. If commanded, he rules over 26 legions of spirits. So I should check this out. So this spirit right here, I wouldn't say he was the best one for love, but him being he willingly gives love, like that willingly part, I feel like is more so like a side effect of working with him. Like you see the deer is oftentimes represented as like the spirit of the forest, spirit of fertility, spirit of like, that life. So I really feel like with working with this spirit, like he's going to bring love into your life. I don't feel like he's like the best spirit for pulling in a certain specific person, but I do feel like he's a great spirit for pulling in, things that you might want or person that you might want. Or pulling just love instead of a certain specific person you might want. We got Marcosius. The 35th spirit is Marcosius. He is a great and mighty marquis, appearing at first in the form of a wolf or ox, having a griffin wings and a serpent's tail, and vomiting fire out of his mouth. But after a time, at the command of the exorcist, he will assume the shape of a human. He is a strong fighter. He was of the order of dominions. He governs 30 legions of spirits. He told his chief, who was Solomon, that after 112 years, he had hopes to return to the seventh throne. So he's a good spirit for fighting. So I guess that if you're trying to learn fighting, martial arts, or anything like that, this spirit is the one you want to go to. Okay. Last one we got is Stalas. 10 of Cups, Jupiter 10. It says the 36th spirit is Stalas. Or Stolas. He is gotcha. Stolas. He is a great and powerful prince, appearing in the shape of a mighty raven at first, before the exorcist. But after he takes the image of a man, he teaches the art of astronomy and the virtues of herbs and precious stones. He governs 26 legions of spirits. Okay, so that's what we got for that we're going to do for today when it comes to the Goretia. We're going to just do that first 36. Tomorrow we'll go through the other 36. Okay, we'll go through the other 36 spirits that we got over here as well. Like Sabnock, that's one that I wish we could have went over, but we We didn't get a chance to go over Sabnock. Sabnock is amazing. If you're ever feeling like you're being cursed, hexed, or something bad is happening to you, run to this nigga right here. Sabnock in Egypt, his name was Sobek. Sobek, the crocodile god, and Sobek was this protector deity who, if you tried to fuck with his initiates, you were gonna die. Okay, you're fucked. You know what I mean? That's what this deity would do. He protects people very, very strongly. So if you ever feel like something's wrong, something like that, go run to this deity right here and ask him to reverse and double down on the person who sent it. Okay, so we're gonna read this book a little bit later. A little bit later, we're gonna go through some things over here. Like for instance, these, and even some of these.
Please look out for me.
You know,
I'm also in need of paying
Dantalion.
people who are ready to buy.
Yeah, so there's more for us to go through, but we're going to do those later. All right, so now I told you guys that we go through some stuff with Lilith.
Almighty God, powerful, bring abundant riches to me and bless all that I do. Make my accounts grow large in size.
Okay, so
I'll give you gifts of old and new.
Let's go ahead and we're going to do some ritual working. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for this shit? Before we start, because we're going to have to do a breath working.
Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. I'll give you gifts of old and new. And the money will be supposed to be true. Deposits in my bank, deposits in my phone. I make real good money without even living home. I make $12,000 or $20,000 a month. The money comes every month. The money stacks every month. You know how the stars are aligned with the spell of mine, with the greatest of the wall, so it is. Almighty Clauneck, powerful and true. Bring abundant riches to me and bless all that I do. Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. I'll give you gifts of old and new, and the money comes easy for the spell stays true. I make $12,000 to $30,000 a month. The money comes every month, the money stacks every month. You know how the stars are aligned toward the spell of mine, for the greatest good of all, so as I've seen it, so it is. Almighty Clauneck, powerful and true. Bring abundant riches to me and bless all that I do. Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. I'll give you gifts of old and new, and the money come easy so the spell stays true. I make $12,000 to $30,000 a month. The money comes every month, the money stacks every month. And all the stars are aligned, work the spell of mine. For the greatest good of all, so as I say, so it is. Almighty Clauneck, powerful and true. Bring abundant riches to me and bless all that I do. Make my accounts grow large.
Sorry, but I got to stay my ass up for a second, man. That chair is like not it. I've been in that chair for hours.
I make $12,000 to $30,000 a month.
My ass hurts. Oh my God, my ass hurts, boy. That shit. I can sit for that now, man. I got to stand up for a second.
Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. I'll give you gifts of old and new, and the money comes easy for the spell stays true. I make
okay, you guys.
The money comes every month, the money stacks.
Let's have some fun.
Almighty God, powerful and true. Bring abundance to me and bless all that I do.
All right, so this mantra right here that we're gonna say.
I make real good money without even leaving home. I make $12,000 or $20,000 a month. The money comes every month. The money stacks every month.
There's someone told you to open up that shit. Move. So we got this mantra here that's great for a spirit known as Nama. Now, Nama has to do with the pleasures of the flesh and the pleasures of this earth.
The stars are aligned to work the spell of mine. For the greatest good of all, so as I see, so it is. Almighty Clauneck, powerful.
So we're going to go through first a breath working. We're going to do first a breath working, so that way we can open ourselves up and get ourselves. How do I turn this bitch around? Turn around, bitch. All right, so we're going to first things first. Let's see what we got. How do I? All right, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some breath work. Y'all ready? Because here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with, it's 4 breaths. So it's, you're breathing up into your chest. Instead of breathing in and out, we're breathing up into our surplex. Into our surplex right here. Into your surplex right here, okay? So when you're breathing, when you're pulling your air up, squeezing up, then squeeze your stomach in as you pull out. Okay? All right, so here's how you're going to do it. Well, this will help. This will definitely help you start crying. It might make you come, okay? Now, as we're doing this right here, you're going to also, at a certain point, I'm going to tell you when to squeeze. You're going to squeeze your butt, squeeze tight, okay? Squeeze, and you're going to want to pull your energy from your root chakra. You need to pull that energy up, okay? We're going to pull it up to our crown chakra, all right? That way we can start to open up some of these doors that are a little bit closed for us. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Just close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes. I want you guys to breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Breathe in. Hold. Keep holding. Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. Exhale. All the air out. Pull your stomach back to your spine. All the air out. Push, push. Now breathe regularly. Now we're going to do nose, mouth. Nose, mouth. So you're going to breathe in your nose. When I say nose, 2, 3, 4. Then you'll switch to the next one, which will be mouth. And you breathe in with your mouth. 2, 4. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Okay, so you're going to switch between the nose and your mouth, okay? You doing this right here is going to get you high, all right? Now, here's what I mean by that. It's going to release DMT, which is what we want, okay? We want the DMT to be released. So when that DMT is released, you're going to feel a very calm state. You're going to start to feel like you're floating off the ground, okay? So we're going to do this for a little while. When I tell you guys to stop and hold, just stop and hold. So just follow what I'm telling you to do, and you guys are going to have a great experience, okay? All right, now, first things first, I want to show you guys something real quick. All right, so I want you guys to focus in right here. Focus in right here, okay? I'm going to push energy to you. Just open up and receive it. Now, we're going to do this right here again by the end of this, and I want you guys to see how easy this is by the end of this right here, okay? And it's going to be hard right now, but by the end of this meditation, watch, we'll do it again, and then watch how easily you get it. All right, so now I want you to focus in right here. Focus, focus, focus. Now I want you to see, as I'm pushing energy to you, I want you to open up and receive this energy I'm pushing out. Now, when you receive this energy I'm pushing, you're going to know that you're receiving it because your lower stomach will start to tighten. The lower stomach, your stomach muscles will start to tighten up as your root and your sacral chakra will start to stir. Now, feel as I push the energy out. Now, if you feel that, drop a 36 in the comments down below. If you don't feel it, it's fine. We're going to do this meditation, and when we finish it, watch how this works, okay? All right, so now let's go ahead. Yeah, someone said, I didn't get to feel it. Yeah, see that? Now watch this. Someone says 36. Hey, there we go, 36. All right, you guys watch this. Let's do this meditation, and then we're going to do it again. And then for those of you guys who could feel, you guys felt that spirit, or you guys felt that energy flow through your root chakra being stirred and your stomach tighten up, watch how you feel after this. For those of you guys who could feel it now, you're open already. Okay, so you're already spiritually gifted in those areas. So this is going to be very good. Keep this, maybe try this on your alone time and do this yourself. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Nose, mouth, 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 nose, mouth. Speeding up now. Nose, mouth, 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 nose. Deep breath in, hold. Take a deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Hold it. Squeeze your butt. Hold the deep breath. Hold it in. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale. Another deep breath in. When you take the deep breath in, squeeze your butt. Squeeze and pull the energy up. As you're pulling in, hold it. Hold that Mammon. Hold your root chakra. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. And release. Exhale. So right now, you should be feeling a little bit like your body's tingling. You might feel a little dizzy or woozy right now. This is a good sign. Okay? So let's keep going. Deep breath in. Exhale. And nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Now when you breathe in, squeeze. When you exhale, release your butt. When you breathe in, squeeze. When you exhale, release. Okay? So when we say nose, In, exhale, we're releasing. In, you're squeezing, exhale, you're releasing, okay? So let's go again. Nose, mouth, 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 nose, mouth. Speeding up now, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth, nose, mouth. Speeding up and even faster now. Nose, mouth, 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 nose, mouth. Deep breath and hold. Nose. Hold it. Squeeze and hold. Hold it.
I'll give you gifts of old and new, and the money comes easy for the
Exhale. Feel the DMT flow. Deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it.
Almighty Father, powerful and true. Bring abundant riches to me and bless all that I do. Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. I'll give you gifts.
And exhale. Release, release, release. One more deep breath in. Squeeze. Squeeze. And hold that energy in. Focus on your root chakra, that base where you're squeezing your butt at. That energy right there, the base of your spine. Pull the energy up. Try and squeeze and pull that energy up your spine. Release. Okay. How you guys feeling so far? How's everybody feeling? Everybody feeling good? Everybody feeling good? Now I want you to focus. I want you to focus right. Someone said dizzy. Yep. I want you to focus right here. I want you to focus as your focus is Lilith. I'm seeing her. Yes. She said that was powerful. Yes. Focus right here now, you guys. All right, now I'm going to push energy to you. I want you to receive it. All right. Receive. Just focus right here. Focus right here as I'm pushing this energy to you. Open up and receive it. Right now. Right now. You're going to feel that your lower stomach tighten up as you're receiving this right here. Feel your lower stomach tighten up. Las telas telas tenas faratan frenium negra. Las telas telas tenas faratan frenium negra. Las telas telas tenas faratan frenium negra. Okay. Now, for those of you guys who were able to feel it that round, you didn't feel it the last round, say 36 if you felt it that time. If you felt that your root chakra kind of stir and that lower, your stomach start to tighten almost, or that feel your forehead get a lot of pressure right here. You feel a lot of pressure right here as well. Drop 36 is 36. There you go. I told you, see how it starts to open up after you do this meditation. See, this is why you want to do breath work and meditation before you actually work with the spirits. See how that opens you up before you do these things, how there's like a wall that blocks you. This is what doing these type of things will open up for you when it comes towards your ritual practices. See, someone said Lilith hugged me. Hey, see, that's my girl. Lilith need to bring your ass to me. That's what Lilith need to do. Shit. All right, now let me see, folks. All right, where was that with this right here? Okay, so now let's go ahead and do one more round, you guys. We got one more round that we're going to do before we tap into Lilith, okay? So this one that we're going to do is going to be a little bit different from the ones that we just did. This one, I want you to close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes. Make sure your spine is erect. Okay, I want you to squeeze your butt, squeeze tight, pull that energy up. As you're pulling that energy up, okay, pull that energy up. You can squeeze, release, pull, release, pull, release, pull, release, pull. Like pull the energy up. Okay, as you guys are doing that, I want you guys to kind of focus right here at your third eye. Find a shape. Any shape you want. Any shape you want. Okay? Now, I want you to turn this shape 3 times to the left. Turn this shape. I see a triangle, so I'm going to go to the top of the triangle, and I'm going to spin it in a circle to the left once, twice, 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze. Hold your butt. Squeeze.
Now the stars are aligned to work the spell of mine with the greatest good of all.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. Pull that energy up. Release your butt, squeeze. Release your butt, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Pull the energy up. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Exhale. Release, 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 release. See the same shape. I want you to turn it 5 times to the left. So let's turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now as you turn that 5 times to the left, take a deep breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, hold it. Release your butt, squeeze. Release your butt, squeeze. Release, squeeze, release, squeeze. Pull that energy up. Exhale. Now I want you to see that same circle, and I want you to turn it to the left 7 times. Same triangle, circle, whatever square, whatever shape you saw, turn it to the left 7 times. So let me see. We do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Deep breath in. Squeeze. Squeeze. Now focus on that root chakra. As you guys are squeezing and holding, I want you to see like light, pulses of light. Feel like pulses of light going through your root chakra, your sacral area. Just see a ball of light expanding down there, expanding. Exhale. Now where you saw the shape at, I want you to envision in your mind a streams coming from the sky and plugging in right there. This is information coming from the spirits, from the spiritual realm that you need for later on. Envision it like green and black coating coming down, flowing into your third eye. Feel the pressure. You can feel the pressure as you envision it. See the wire that's plugged in right to your forehead. This information and these downloads are coming in for you at this time. If you need love, I want you to see the color pink and black. If you need sex, I want you to see red and black. If you need money, I want you to see green and black. If you need healing, I want you to see green and black. Whatever you're in need of, see this flowing in for you right now. Receive it, receive it, receive it. Pull the information in, pull the information in, receive it. All right. Now I want you guys to see, now that the information is done and the wires have left your head, turn the same shape 7 times to the right now, not the left like before. Turn it to the right 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deep breath in. Squeeze and hold. Now with your root chakra, start to spin it. So I want you to see a red ball. Try and spin it. Try and make it spin while you hold your breath, okay? Just in your thoughts and your imagination, try and spin, 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 spin. Exhale, release. Now see the same symbol, turn it to the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in. Squeeze, spin that root chakra. Envision it, see it turning real fast, like a globe, spinning fast, glowing red. Hold it. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale. Now I want you to see that same shape, turn it to the right 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. Squeeze and hold. Spin that chakra. Squeeze your butt. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Spin the chakra. And exhale. Now come back. You can open your eyes now. And you just receive downloads for the things that you need for later on. So the things that you just took from the astral plane, that you just received from the astral realms, you're going to be able to have these downloads for later on. You're going to unconsciously be able to activate these things. Okay, so you can do this same practice, the same meditation whenever you need to. All right. But this right here is how you can, like we talked about earlier with the spirits, having hidden treasures. This is how you find those hidden astral treasures, especially ones that are within ourselves and ones that are in the astral realms above us. You know, you pull it down. All right. You pull those monks down into this realm. And so they're going to activate later on. Unconsciously, you know, you're going to see the things move for you. Okay, 36, 36, 36. If you guys like that right there, you know what I'm saying? Let me see some 36s dropping in the comments down below. Do I got any 36s in the building, man? Do I got any 36s? God damn, man. I just need to know I'm not alone in this mug real quick. They said, oh, wow, I needed this. Hey, happy to help, happy to help. 36, 36, 36. There we go. There's some 36ers. Okay, we got some 36ers in the building. That's what I like to see, man. Okay. So now that we did that, how about we go ahead and slide on over, since we're open now. Let's slide on over to
12,000 or 30,000 a month. The money comes every month, but it's stacks. No, the stars are aligned to work the spell of mine for the greatest good of all.
Slide on over here.
Almighty Father, powerful and true, bring abundant riches to me with this all.
Okay.
Make my accounts grow large in size. New money in my pockets, new money in my life. I'll give you gifts of old and new, and the money comes easy for the spell stays true. Deposits in my bank, deposits in my phone. I make real good money without even leaving home. I make 12,000 or 20,000 a month. The money
Okay.
stacks it. All the stars
So
are
now,
Almighty Father, powerful.
let's switch it over to. We're gonna read from the book of Lilith.
Make my accounts grow large in size.
And I don't want to read like this book like how I normally go through everything. I'm not trying to go through everything, you guys. I'm not even gonna sit here and stump you guys. We're gonna go through the meat. Okay, so let's get to the meat of this shit, and we'll do some other things later on. Okay. All right. In this ritual, you need you'll need some candles, preferably black or red. Does anybody in the life have candles? If you guys have candles, you guys want to have the mugs lit. If you guys don't have candles, get candles on a later date or at a later time. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll all be good. It's 36, but also tears are streaming down for some reason. That's called an ego death. That's called like it's a healing energy, brother. So when you got those downloads that came through, you're healing yourself. You know, you're healing yourself. And as you do these more and more often, you're going to find that your skin will start to glow. You're going to find that you're going to be in better moods. You're going to find that a lot of blockages that you had in the past are being removed. This is like when you go to a church and at the church they hype you up and you lift your hands and you start shouting and clapping and shouting. You're rising the same exact energy or whatnot. This is how you can cleanse yourself. You know what I mean? So, but without happening to be in religion or something like that, you know? So this is a very powerful working as well. Oh, check this out. What? This one comes with a ring on it? Okay, cool. All right, so now y'all want Lilith. I'd rather read from the book of Lucifer. I'd rather, because I found this new book of Lucifer, and boy, boy, I don't know how I didn't know I had this book, but the other day it popped up, and I'm like, damn, I got a lot in this, man. So I don't know. Y'all want to do Lilith, so we're going to do Lilith.
I'll give you gifts of old and new, and the money comes easy for the still stays true. Deposits in my bank, deposits in my phone. I make real good money without even leaving home. I make 12,000 or 20,000.
I saw Lucifer, and he liked presented Lilith. Yes, Lucifer is definitely one of those who would present and bring Lilith through. You know, if you fuck with Lucifer, you're definitely gonna end up fucking with Lilith. Okay, and if you fuck with Lilith, you're definitely gonna end up fucking with Lucifer. Okay, do y'all on TikTok? Do y'all want to see the screen or y'all want to see me? Because I'm like, I don't really have scissors to show you guys, so y'all don't really have to see the screen. But if y'all want to see the screen, just let me know and I'll show you guys the screen. So let's go ahead and keep going. So for this mantra, you can also have a ritual dagger and the sigil of oh shit. All right, you guys can light your candles now. Now's the time to light the candles. And for you guys, I'm gonna put you guys. Put you guys. Why the fuck do I look like a bitch? What the fuck is on my face? Hey, fuck nah, fuck that shit, bro. Hey, how do I get this shit off my face, man? There we go. What the fuck was that shit? What? Hey, look, man. I fuck with. Hey, look, bro. But I know that I need to fix this shit. Okay, there we go.